nice little juke. Wait a second, Isaiah's got it. He's got one person to beat. Can Isaiah get past him? He is. The entire NFL has one thing on their mind, and that is Isaiah King Jr. They want to know, will he break the single-season rushing record? Will he break the single-season rushing touchdown record? A lot of things are at stake today, and Isaiah is up for the task. So with one upgrade available, again, elusive power or receiving, we're going power. We're trying to make this guy up in the 90s overall for his power. So now he's an 86 for his power, +1 to awareness and trucking, and +2 to stiff arm. As we head into the postseason, there's a lot that I'm sort of interested in what you guys ultimately think. But what I would love to know from you guys is, should we keep first one free, bulldozer, and human joystick as his abilities? If you have a different opinion, let me know in the comment down below. And don't forget, we are so close to 200,000 subscribers this month. Can you help me hit that goal? If you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you do now. Let's go ahead and jump into the rest of the video. And with so many records on the verge to be broken, what better place to potentially do that than back home in Baltimore? Your team is ready. You're trying to lock up the best team in the NFL for the record stake in the Browns. A rival, the team that technically Cleveland moved from Cleveland, Ohio to Baltimore, Maryland, and become the Ravens. Well, they want to make sure that Isaiah does not get that record, either of them, in today's game. The AFC standings, 13-2 is where we currently are. The Browns have no chance to win the division, and so it's ours, but they want to make sure they can get the playoffs locked up. Now, the Browns come out and pretty quickly they get themselves a touchdown. So Baltimore having the ball next. We're looking to see if we get something big, and Isaiah gets the 10 yards that he needs. The single season rushing record. It's officially his. It would be really cool if Madden had some sort of celebratory moment or really showed you just some sort of cutscene, but we have to hope that that eventually happens next year. Now, unfortunately, Lamar Jackson is going to get hit into what appears to be next year as Mr. Avery gets his first sack of the game. So that loss of 10 yards gets a second down and 20 yards to go. Lamar back in shotgun again. That's a little play action fake. A ball across the middle that is caught by Willie Snead, and he's dragged down by his hair. Got a first down and 10 from the 48-yard line. Lamar. Isaiah right behind him. Isaiah's gonna take the handoff, avoids, looks like Ojanobi, and gets himself a couple of yards. Second down, 5 yards to go. Again, Isaiah's looking to get into that end zone. He wants that record off his shoulders right now. Carrying up through the middle is going to truck over another safety. Doesn't matter how big you are, Isaiah's gonna run you over. Demarius Randall is still a little shaken up after that hit. First down and 10 again. The 37, little halfback toss out to the right-hand side. Isaiah's looking for some blocks. He doesn't really get anything from Mr. Brown. After that 3-yard pickup, we got 2nd and 7. Lamar Jackson again looking to get a little first down here for his team. A quick little pass underneath goes to Hollywood Brown, who has it jarred away at the last second. So that unfortunately pushes it 3rd down and 7 yards to go here in the first quarter. Again, we have yet to score, which is kind of rare for this Baltimore offense. So halfback screen to Isaiah. He's trying to get a block. He has it. He jukes out. Goes for a spin move that almost worked, but he got caught from behind at the 21-yard line. That catch also gives Isaiah 750 receiving yards on the year. Again, an offensive force. Run up the middle again. Small chunk, little gain there, but we'll take it. 2nd and 6. Again, Lamar trying to get things going for his team. Also, a dot to Willie Snead again, his 2nd grab of the day, and now we're inside the 10. Isaiah can smell the record. He's looking for that 29th rushing touchdown on the year. Halfback toss up to the edge. Isaiah looking for the block. He's got it, and Isaiah is going to waltz into the end zone. Ladies and gentlemen, another record has been broken. Now, while the first drive didn't go well for our defense, the second drive went a lot better. We ended up holding Cleveland to a punt, and, well, second quarter, little play action fake. Isaiah's out here rolling. Lamar goes deep, and he's got a Hollywood Brown. This time he holds on to it, and we're inside the red zone. If you look up the definition of a dot in the dictionary, the picture of that pass Lamar Jackson just threw, and Lamar's going to carry the rock this time for about 9 more yards to get us almost in the 5. After that perfect read option, a little bit more people in the box right now for Cleveland. Doesn't matter. We're going to still hand it off to Isaiah, who goes through the middle and picks up himself about 3. First and goal from the 3. Plenty of time left here in the second quarter. Back to the read option. Lamar's going to keep it. However, this time he's going to lose about 4. It was 2nd and goal. We're going to actually keep Isaiah back to block on this one. We feel like a little bit of pressure might be coming. Lamar throws a dot this time to Willie Snead again, but he's down at the 2-yard line. So that obviously makes it 3rd and goal. Cleveland does not want them to get into the end zone. Isaiah would have 30 rushing touchdowns if he can get in here. Ball's going to be handed off. Isaiah, however, does gain a yard. It's just not going to be enough. 4th and goal. Coach Harbaugh apparently went for it. It didn't pan out, and, well, Cleveland had a punt deep from their own territory. Isaiah's out here breaking around, tries to cut through the middle, gets banged around a few times. He's going to be down on the other side of the 50 with 1 minute and 50 left. So with under 2 minutes, the game is still tied up. Isaiah is trying to get his team back into the end zone, either on his shoulders or letting Lamar go out there and just absolutely killing. And that first carry is looking pretty solid. After Isaiah pulls off almost 10 yards, it's 2nd down and inches, 1.5 minutes left. Lamar trying to orchestrate a good drive. He finds Isaiah, who jukes a guy out of his shoes, says, "Excuse me, I got places to be," as Schobert drags him out of bounds. Smart play by Isaiah as well to keep himself close to the sidelines so he can get out of bounds and stop the clock. Ball stolen, another comeback route here. That one goes to Nelson Aguilar down inside the 10. Cleveland again, a little weary of Isaiah potentially running here. The halfback draw looks pretty solid, but Myles Garrett brings him down to the 4. Looking to get back in the end zone. Lamar under center. Well, halfback toss looking for a block. The spin move is a thing of beauty, but the rest of the blocking was absolutely horrible. However, Cleveland has an injury and they're forced to call a timeout here. You have to give the Browns props. They have kept this team out of the end zone for the most part today. So with 32 seconds left, 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line. Lamar chilling, lots of time. Goes a dot, and who else but Nelson Aguilar, the last guy to catch a pass from Lamar previously, is going to catch that one. In Cleveland, gave up a touchdown. Didn't want to do that right before half. So after getting a touchdown just before half, we have the ball right back. And it's time to try to extend that lead a little bit. Isaiah finding the blocks he needs, a good juke move, and again, another double-digit carry. And by Isaiah's estimations, that first half was kind of pedestrian, a little over 50 yards. Now he's close to 70, but he wants to do a lot more damage against his defense, and I think he's starting to pick up a little bit of speed. 2nd and 1, the running game has looked incredible so far here in the second half, even though we've only got a minute or so played on it. Well, halfback stretch here. Isaiah's got some room. He almost got away with that one, but they bring him down to the 45. A new set of downs. Lamar's been incredible. Isaiah has been incredible. And our defense started looking incredible on their own. Lamar's out here running. Spins for no reason and immediately gets thrown down to the ground. Going to pick up a 1st down here. Short yardage situation. The read option. And unfortunately, there's a cornerback blitz. And Lamar didn't even see that one. So all the momentum that we just had in this drive has kind of dissipated a little bit. It's gone away. It's 3rd and 10. Lamar's got to make some magic happen. Great block pickup by Isaiah, but no one else could pick them up, and we're punting that football yet again. And with that, as you can imagine, Cleveland has tied the game up. So it's 14-14 here, 3rd quarter, a lot of time left. Little triple option, and okay, we see a fullback run. You don't see that very often from Baltimore. And to specify, at least not in virtual world, in real life for sure, but in the virtual world, not so much. Back here in the running game, Isaiah's finding some room. Isaiah's out here bouncing. Isaiah's got one guy to beat us. Excuse me. Have you seen me? I don't think you have. Easy into the end zone, strutting like you won't believe it. And ladies and gentlemen, 30 rushing touchdowns in a single season. He's the first in NFL history to do it. Now, Cleveland had a pretty long drive, and on 4th and goal, they actually went for it. But as you can tell by the score, he did not get it. So here's Isaiah trying to make something happen, but they stuff him pretty quickly. Myles Garrett had the tackle on that last one, but again, from the 4-yard line, the rushing game has looked incredible. We go to a little bubble screen here. Nelson Aguilar all the time in the world, but he jukes the incorrect way. While that gain of 4 was nice, it does literally nothing for us. 3rd down and 7 yards to go from our own 8-yard line. FX screen coming up. Lamar just gets rid of it. Isaiah's got a little bit of room in front of him, and he's going to knock out Schobert and just gets destroyed immediately after that, however. With that being said, that was good enough to make sure that he got his team the 1st down. So Isaiah's going to stay in and pass protect here. Lamar drops back, only a 4-man rush, a dot across the middle, but it is dislodged as his helmet hits the ball on that play. 2nd and 10 from the own 15. Again, not a lot of yards so far in this drive, but keeping it alive. Isaiah goes down from an arm tackle from Ojanobi on that. So it's a big play, 3rd down and 9. Again, plenty of time in this ball game. Want to preserve that lead, but if you give it back to Cleveland, especially punting from here, it might be a little tough. But what a dot by Lamar, and Andrews stays in bounds to keep that clock churning. With 4 minutes left, our goal is to run the ball as much as humanly possible while still getting ourselves 1st downs. And well, Cleveland knows that, so up the middle, it's not going to happen. Isaiah is definitely feeling the pressure right now. He wants his team to go out in a W to keep momentum high at the end of the regular season going into the playoffs. He has been absolutely abysmal in the postseason, and he wants to make sure his team gets a W. So this game is important. And while you could argue that Isaiah's individual performance has been great in the postseason, if you're losing, the performance can't be quite that great. So 3rd down and 12. And we are unsure what Lamar Jackson did, as this ball is going to go back to Cleveland pretty quickly. So there are 10 seconds left in the ball game. Cleveland, as you can imagine, got themselves a touchdown. They tied it up. And well, we have 3 timeouts in a dream right now, trying to make something happen. And not happening on that play as Isaiah refuses to catch it. We've tried time and time again to get Isaiah running to the outside and have some level of success, and for the most part, it hasn't really worked. So they're going to try it right here. Nice little juke. Wait a second, Isaiah's got it. He's got one person to beat. Can Isaiah get past him? He is. Isaiah is going to go 75 yards with no time left on the clock. Touchdown number 31, overtime. He doesn't need it. The Browns thought they had a chance to at least go to overtime and do something, but Freddie Kitchens, not so fast, young fella. To recap the stats, Baker Mayfield had a pretty solid game, 17-25, about 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. Lamar didn't throw it a ton, didn't throw it for a lot, but he was still efficient today. On the ground, Nick Chubb had 24 for 105 yards and a touchdown, which is good, but the bad news is that he got injured. Isaiah went 20-237, 3 touchdowns, including a 75-yard game-winning touchdown, 10 seconds on the clock. I'm still in awe of that play. In the air, Jarvis Landry, 6 for 47, and Njoku had 4 for 43 in a touchdown. Callaway also saw the end zone. Willie Snead, a couple of big catches. Isaiah, a couple of big catches, but really not a lot to love in the passing game. When you're talking about momentum, when you're talking about your best players on your team stepping up and leading your team to victory, you're talking about Isaiah King. The Browns, a rivalry game, 10 seconds on the clock. He goes 75 yards to seal the deal. And with that, he's got a lot of records underneath his belt. His team has all the momentum. Lamar is looking efficient. He's looking like he's finally playing the way we thought Lamar Jackson could be playing. And this team right now might be, if you ask me, the most dangerous team in the NFL come playoff time.